Hello everyone! Welcome back to Mortal Empires. We're either going to be taking some pot shots at this whole undead region over here, or we're going to be heading down south to crush some orcs. I think I might want to try and take out this sort of undead region over here, because now, while I wait for Manfred von Karstein to respawn, to do so I'm going to use the underway stance. I'm also going to see if I can negotiate military access with Averland.
And make your offer.
No, I can't. I have a non-aggression pact with them at the least, but...
Yes. Aye.
You won't even consider Confederation.
What? Are we from another hold, or
You'll consider a military alliance.
Actually,
you're at 58, you're at 64.
Ready?
You're at 36. You won't even consider military access. Really, dwarves? I'd like to be able to military access so I don't piss them off when I move downwards. Do I have military access with you?
Honor to your ancestors.
Yes, I do, so I can swing around here, not have any worries. The only real worry is if I sit near Castle Drakenhof for a little while, and then they decide to sally out with the garrison, because Drakenhof's garrison is pretty darn strong. 16 cards is nothing to sneeze at. I've got a population surplus in Zufbar, and we also have one of the vaults. Now what I could do is I can either spend my money on getting a tannery for more growth in the southern Grey Mountains, or I could spend my money on upgrading Karag Dromar. I'm going to upgrade Karag Dromar because while it does reduce my front line's capability from 2 dwarf warriors and 3 miners by 1 dwarf warrior, that's pretty bad because warriors are actually pretty damn solid and miners are nowhere near as solid. It also gives me 2 cards of Quarrelers, and Quarrelers are, to be blunt, fucking amazing. Quarrelers are really, really good. Like, they are amazingly good. Oh wow, the main dwarves now own Mount Gunbath. That's really rare. That's also really good for them. Good job, main dwarves. Nothing else I can do, though. Let's end the turn. Looks like the Empire is striking back against Karak Ziflin's little assault there. I'm not sure if they're going to, actually push them out of the Reichland, though. The dwarves are pretty good on the defense. With everything I've heard, auto-resolve in Mortal Empires does favor the dwarves fairly heavily. Apparently people have been reporting that they'll come over from the old world to the new world. And, oh, hello, Kemmler. You're going to be an issue, aren't you? He has a full stack now. He might be willing to try and take me on. Let's look at his stack after this, because I only saw a few glances at it, but it looks like it might actually be pretty interesting to fight. I think I did see some Graveguard in there, and Graveguard can actually do kind of okay against even Longbeards. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, I'd like to think I can outgrind him, but I might not be able to outgrind him. Alric Renolfsson, what are you doing? We're going back to Migdal von de Barak. I think the issue is that the AI doesn't think they can hold Grenstadt with 14 cards and a 5-card garrison. I think that's what the AI is thinking, at least. I'm not sure. Main issue is that I don't want to piss off Averland and have to go on a 2-front war. I only have 1 stack right now, so I can't really afford a 2-front war. So I can't just normally underway through it and go skip, 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 skip. Like a rock on water. It's going to be interesting. Now, if I had Karag Dromar with a Thane at tier 3, I think I could not ignore that army, but honestly, if I had the walls at Karag Dromar and the special building, I could probably take that army. Especially because dwarves on walls are pretty good. Their towers are pretty good. And while Kemmler himself is not that dangerous in a brawl, Krell is, but I'd have a Thane to take care of him, or at least slow him down enough I wouldn't die horribly. At least we're nearing the end of these bloody factions. Yeah. Come on. That freezes up trying to process, just for a bit. Ah, and we have a dwarf keep constructed.
Grudge-bearer. Setting forth.
Damn it, I missed. I aimed to not trespass into Schwarzhafen.
Approach and make your offer, but I make no promises.
Now they're
to
taking
my
a minus
assent.
10 to their relations with me, which means it's going to take even longer to make friends. Damn
Yes.
it.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains. All right?
Anad! Anad,
These two like me the most.
honor to your ancestors.
You're really likely to take a military alliance. That means if I pay you, you might be willing to take a confederation.
Nigh! Ready. Come, come, kin. Let us feast and
You
drink.
like me even more, but you also have a natural aversion. I'm not sure you'll take a confederation even if I pay you.
Begone.
Alright.
Yes.
Beric Var is kind of
Honor to
with
your
me.
ancestors.
Will the main
Yeah!
dwarves at least consider military
Welcome,
access then?
friends
No,
of the
they
d-
will not. That's a problem. I could turn Karak Asgaras into a dwarf keep. That is probably the best use of my money right now. Next turn I can spend my money and income just having enough to upgrade from the dwarf tinkerer's shop to the toolmaker's workshop. I can continue to work on various other things, like, what should I put at Grimhold? More growth, I guess? Growth is pretty good. Nah, I think I'll save my money. Karak Buffstar is going up, and actually that might be a better option next turn if I save my money. Because then I can get that upkeep minus and start reducing slightly Belegar's ridiculous
Lord of the
upkeep.
Angrund.
Seriously, 4,000 gold for a basically starting game army is disgusting.
I refuse your guidance.
Yeah, Kemmler's army is going to be interesting. He only has one card of Graveguard, but he also has the Feasters in the Dusk, which have Stalk. A fair few skeletons, which aren't... They're going to crumple against Dwarven armor, don't get me wrong, but they're not, you know, zombies, which are just worthless. And he has Crypt Ghouls, which are weak against armor, aren't going to just fall over dead. Graveguard also have some pretty nasty AP damage and a bonus versus infantry. I'm not sure how bonus versus infantry interacts with armor, granted, but still, pretty nasty. Yeah. I still think it's cool that rat poisons now gives you fear when fighting against Skaven for all characters. That's just cool, you know?
The Empire.
Marius, if Kemmler hits me... Honestly, trying to hit Kemmler with Marius and me would probably crush him easily, but... The AI isn't intelligent enough to figure that out.
Calls.
So you have a pretty good troop here for fighting them.
Disappoint
Especially if these guys don't have anything that resembles the ability to pursue my... Rangers, aside from their... Actually, the Feasters in the Dusk have 45 speed. What do my Rangers have for speed? 33.
Ready.
even Nagash had limits.
Yes, very good. Well, let's end the turn, see what happens. We might get in a good big fight now. If Kemmler thinks he can take me. I hope he thinks he can take me. His army looks like fun to kill, and I want to see what his legendary lord trait is. By the way, I mentioned in the description of the last video, Isabella's legendary lord trait is to give your lord regeneration, so I really want to confederate Karak Hearn now. I really want to do that, because that will get me lovely, lovely, lovely Lord stat-ups. I'm going to try and get out of Schwarzhofen's territory, though, so I don't piss off Averland any more than I have to. If I'd just been a little more to one side, I wouldn't be in this diplomatic situation. Yay! I made my bed, I'm gonna lie in it, and then I'm gonna kill some corpses to make it a bit of a better bed. Primarily because Carag Dromar is not in a state where I think it can hold off an undead assault. It was in a state where I thought it could hold off stacks that undead throw around. I would probably just go down south and start killing orcs. Also, I really do want to see if Karak Kadrin is still running around with a significant force, or if Karak Kadrin itself has fallen to the undead. Because if it has, I most definitely want to take it. It does the Great Slayer Shrine. The Great Slayer Shrine is a pretty good anti-corruption measure. That area is going to be quite corrupted. The manlands can have the actual territory of Sylvania, though I don't want it right now. Besides, expanding it would make it more likely for chaos to come early. Then right now I have one stack. We're not going to be fading off the Chaos Invasion with one stack unless you're really, really, really good. I like to think I'm okay at this game. I'm not really, really, really good at this game. Karak Buffdar! Yes, I want your lumber yard. Give me your lumber yard. Upkeep reduction in 3 turns, ladies and gents.
Revenge incarnate.
Next turn, this place gets quarrelers.
I refuse.
Oh, Helman Gorst. I don't know what you give for your legendary lord thing, but I kind of don't want to fight you. Does he have any sort of... Oh, yuck. 5 cards of Graveguard, 4 cards of Crypt Ghouls, Vargeists, Black Knights. Yuck, 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 yuck. It's yuck. Y-U-C-K. Yuck. Y-U-C-K. Yuck. Templehof is actually a harder target than Drakenhof right now. I could probably crush Fort Obersteyr, Eschen, and Waldenhof, though. Take out their external settlements, get myself some experience.
Iron hammer.
Just generally get some work done, you know? Not much else I can do this turn, though. Wish you could see what's under construction. Next turn, probably going to upgrade this Tinkerer's Shop into a Toolmaker's Workshop. Or I might get the walls, the first garrison buff, the Watch Room at Carag Dromar. Now I have 2 more cards of Warriors, 3 more cards of Quarrelers, and a Grudge Thrower. That's 6 more cards to add on to 6 cards. That's doubling my effectiveness, and probably more than that because of the artillery, the fact that the Quarrelers have great weapons, and thus there are no slouches in a brawl, and the Grudge Thrower. Of course, the ultimate result would be a Guard Hall, which gets me a cannon, meaning that even if they field monstrous creatures, they're going to have a rough time of it via the method of, hey, there's a great big monster over there, Dwarf Joe. What should I do about this, Dwarf Bob? Dwarf Joe, I have a solution. It's called a cannon. And then they shot it in the face, and went off to get horribly drunk because they're dwarves. Now we see all the ritual factions in their little order. And nobody cared if they died. Averland has declared war on Templehof. I might be making big friends with Averland soon. In fact, if they siege Templehof itself, I might strike Templehof right afterwards, because Templehof will be chunked up from that. Ostermark has also declared war on Templehof. That's going to be interesting. Not only am I moving in to smash their faces in, but 2 of the empires elector counts are moving have decided they don't like to look at the faces of undead either. That's going to be very interesting. Oh, Talea's doing something. They're going to mess with Skaven Blight. They're going to try to mess with Skaven Blight. And, oh, they took Tobaro. If Talea ends up owning the southern territory, I'm probably going to let them keep it. They can keep Skaven Blight contained and keep that flank secure for me. I'll be happy to just let them sit there in their passive little passiveness of ball of passiveness. Talea doesn't make friends with anyone unless you have Shield of Civilization rolling. I do kind of want to take Maragliano for the purposes of having a major port, though. If you don't have a major port, there's an event that I believe is still in Mortal Empires called the Age of Discovery, and it won't kick off for you. You won't discover every other faction that has a major port. That does not sound like fun to me. Alright, can I get you the defense buff? Yes, I can. Also, getting 2 Bugman's Rangers here is going to be very nice. But the watch room is definitely the main thing I need here. Because otherwise that place is going to get smashed in the face until it stops moving.
I'm gone.
Alright. Eschen is likely to fall. Waldenhof actually has walls. It also has a lot of cavalry, though. Like, for some reason you get 3 cards of cavalry off of the Graveguard Watchtower, and I have no idea why.
Angrund.
Come then. Only Sigmar's god Ulrich can judge it worthy or no.
Ah, they're liking me more because of the trespasses against Templehof. Take a military access,
Sigmar's
will ya?
will.
We also share a war, so they like us a little more. Sorted by race, please. Okay, that was being weird.
Aye.
Karak
And what
Hearn?
can the Dawi do for you on this
You won't
fine
even consider a
day?
confederation? You know, I bribed you a little bit. You won't even have... What? You don't... What? I can't ask you to declare war against Temple... Oh, because I'm not at war with Templehof, right.
Come, kin. Let us feast and drink.
You don't actually have a hates dwarves function.
Oathbound.
Let's take that and see what you do. You'll like me quite a bit more now. Like you're going from 63 to 91 now. That's pretty good.
Adad! Welcome, friends of the Dawi.
Now I can see their territory. What have they done to Zufbar itself? Looks pretty good. Grom Peak is pretty good. Mount Gunbad already has its gold mine rolling. How's Thorgrim's army look? It looks like I can't see anything about it, but the Axe of Grimnir still looks cool at least.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm sure you could try at least.
I find your persistence tiring, Stone Gatherer. Perhaps a display of my power will get the respect I deserve.
Now that I'm at war with the same
kin.
faction as you.
Let us feast and drink.
They should like me a little more now.
Not by me.
Zephar's not going to like that I'm sitting right in the middle of their territory. Making their places all untainted and stuff. Well, let's see how they react next turn. If I get in a fight in the underway, I can probably beat the hell out of them. I still do want to try and get Vanguard proficiency, though, because 10% more speed is going to be really nice. Okay, the main dwarf faction is doing stuff. The Greenskins have confederated the Bloody Hands. Ah, shit. Kemmler is coming for Karag Dromar. Ah, shit. How many turns? Sorry. What the heck was that? Whatever. Kemmler is coming for Karag Dromar. This is very bad indeed. I need to try it. Honestly, I need to figure out a way to just hunt down Kemmler and smack him in the face so hard he doesn't get back up. Now, if Marius takes Eschen, that's probably the best result here. Yes, he took it! That means the corruption is going to start going down quite a bit. And there's some friends to give public order benefits to. Rorik Grant of Karak Ziflin is, as usual, trying to take over the Reichland. Can you stop that, Rorik? I like to make friends with the Empire, not, you know, murder the hell out of the Empire. And wow, that captain has no health remaining. Look at that. This guy has quite a bit of health remaining. Stop boring me, border princes. Border princes doesn't mean you actually have to be boring. Now that I got them into a war with Tempelhof, maybe if I crush the vampire count forces. Oh, Zelig is sortieing from. Fuck nuggets. If I leave Eschen alone, it's going to fall to Zelig van Kruger. If I leave Karag Dromar alone, it hasn't gotten its walls up by the time Kemmler comes in, it's going to fall. If it gets the walls up, if it gets the garrison up, not walls, it's just garrison at this level, it may still fall, but at least will gut the hell out of his army. Not even joking, it'd probably be a lethal, a Pyrrhic victory at the best if the walls are up. Damn, I don't think the walls would get up.
My influence is weak.
He is wounded a little. Is it worth grabbing the Lord? No, it is not worth grabbing the Lord. I don't think it is, at least. Fort Oberstyre is also fortified. Not fun.
I stand defiant. Onwards!
The dwarves have come. I hope they've brought a few barrels of Bugmans with them.
Oh, you drunken sot!
Who calls?
It is time! All here! Onward! Come, kin.
You won't consider it?
Yes. Honor to your ancestors.
I mean, you're at 67 and you don't have a hates dwarves function.
Nigh!
I don't want to upgrade Karag Dromar yet. I should probably upgrade Karak Angasar, though, because if I can get this place fully fortified, it'll have a nice defensive location for fighting off future assaults. Next turn, I'll need to spend some money upgrading. Actually, I won't be able to afford the Dwarf Keep next turn unless I win a battle and get some post-battle loot out of it.
I refuse your guidance.
If Kemmler hits Karag Dromar, though, I should be able to get
Yes.
Belegar into their way.
For the
In fact,
wisdom of Valea. Come, kin. Let us feast and drink. Nigh.
what? Join war against Tempelhof. If I give you a little bit of gold, will that help?
Not likely.
Apparently not. Damn. I had an idea that I might be able to throw Grenstadt at Kemmler. Rensat's garrison with Alric Renulfson.
Thirsts for war.
You can see the regeneration he got. Lucky bastard. Just having this reinforcing army to help shoot the hell out of the zombies be real nice.
True king. For the wisdom of Belegar.
Let's see if I can get them to slam Zuffbar to slam it to Drakenhof, lose their troops, and then be weakened enough that they'll be willing to confederate with me. It's a bit underhanded for dwarf logic, but I'm willing to be underhanded if it gets me more settlements, because I need more settlements badly. The vaults have a population surplus. Yay. Thorgrim, what are you doing? You're showing off that you have a big empty army. Okay. I'm not going to bother. I didn't get the garrison. Yikes! I killed quite a few zombies there. And now they own Carag Dromar. I'm going to march in there and I'm going to crush Kemmler into a pile of undead pus. Like, I'm just going to kill them. They're just going to die. Die and die and die and die and die and die and die. Even if they are already... Oh my god, Karakur declared war on the vampire counts for smashing that settlement. You know, guys, if you had moved out... No, wait, you come after their turn. You couldn't have helped anyway. Never mind. Never mind. I can't be angry at them. I can feel like a dumbass, but I can't be angry at him. Still, though, if I smash that army, I might be able to get a confederation or two rolling on the grounds of, well, enemy of my enemy or something like that, I guess. Or at least, holy shit, you're a badass! Because winning a big battle against an enemy faction does tend to result in a faction liking you more. You know? Like, this isn't some sort of I'm being cheeky about diplomacy statement. That's basically how it works in game. From what I've seen, at least. Heck, there's even a special function for Chaos that allows them to forcibly vassalize the Norskins for it. With it. Whatever. You get my point. Oh, there's an errantry war going on. Yay! Everyone loves errantry wars. It's a bunch of drunken maniacs on horses who want to kill things. What could possibly go wrong with that, am I right? Income increase.
What? Journeying on. Come, kin.
Every
Let us
turn they like
feast
me
and
just this
drink.
little bit more. So every turn I'm going to offer them a little bit of money. Never mind, I can't even offer them money now.
It is
74,
time.
71,
Now
and you
from
don't
another
actively
hold
hate me.
arrive. 'Tis a great...
The dwarves keep going up. Will you take a
Welcome,
military access?
friends of the
Why do they
Dowie.
not want to give me military access? I don't want to take your territory, I want to go
Aye.
through your territory.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it before Oath Gold. Anad? Anad?
Ah,
And what can the
Karakadrin
Dowie
actually
do for you on this
exists.
fine day? Agreed.
Military access and a non-aggression pact are always a lovely way to start off a relationship. I can argue with those, really. Next turn, unless Kemmler decides to run like a little bitch, I'm gonna smack his face in. He'll have some reinforcing troop, but I'm confident in my front line, especially now that I have 2 cards of Longbeards. Yeah. Really hard to argue with Longbeards. Well, whatever. Also next turn, I'll have Untainted +1 faction-wide. I mean, even though I'm going to be getting some osmosis corruption in this area, just from Kemmler being there and, like, going, I'm bored, I'm just going to make you a zombie, and you're a zombie, and you're a zombie, and you're a zombie, and just pointing at people and making them zombies. Like an asshole. Wait, do the dwarves not own that settlement right there where my mouse is? Like that one? There's one right there. I know there's one right there unless they changed that for Mortal Empire. So, do the dwarves not own that and that's why he's raiding? Looking at the borders, it might be. It's kind of hard to see, though. If they don't own that, that's really interesting. Karak Ziflin just keeps moving around and pressing things. All that much to say when the... Well, at least they're trying to slow down Skaven Blight. That's okay. I don't mind that they're trying to slow down Skaven Blight. Temple Off's movements, though, are worrying. He got his ass kicked. He got his ass kicked. Good job, men of the Empire. You have fought back the undead menace. Well done. It's like the Vampire Wars all over again. Only this Von Karstein is just kind of a little turd instead of Vlad, who was actually pretty darn cool. I re-killed Vlad, though. It's kind of amusing, though, that the trait that Manfred gives you explicitly screws over all the other undead.
Zulrika! By my hammer it will be done!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh my god, it'll be a slaughter. We've already seen an undead, but let's see if we can get Krell onto the battlefield for fighting Kemmler, because we haven't fought Kemmler before, and Krell is kind of cool looking. Let's save, and let's look at the terrain to see if there's anything cool I might be able to pull off, or if it's just a pretty standard map. With all the choke point maps too added, that could be fun. I like the choke point maps, they're cool. So it looks like there's either a hill or a ditch here. This could be interesting. Yeah, let's fight this. I think I'm going to win fairly handily. But let's fight it. they're probably going to start with their reinforcements on the field, so I don't have to worry about the reinforcing army gimmick. But having Longbeard should make my life a lot easier. Gives me a force that I know will hold up against even Graveguard. If I had Iron Breakers, I'd be laughing all the way home. At least it seems to be loading much quicker than it did in the Vortex campaign. Still not sure why that is. I'm guessing it's just optimizations. People have actually been reporting some interesting results that laboratory mode for equal battles is actually less laggy. So maybe Creative Assembly might be doing something interesting behind the scenes. As soon as I say it's less laggy, it stops at the last, like, 5%. Thank you, game! I love it when you prove me wrong in the... Wow, this is not much of an impressive map. There's a hill here, though. Alright, let's do this. It should put them in order, does it? Yes, it does. That's good, that's good, that's good. Belegar here. My missile specialist all out on this flank so we can roll around and start shooting people. You there. You there. You there. You guys over here. You can run back through the trees. I did nothing about skirmishing. Shoot the fell bats. As you can see, sheer volume of arrows has basically melted this entire unit of fell bats already. And thus we see an entire unit rendered completely worthless very, very quickly. Run. Do not get stuck in. Do not get stuck in. Do not get stuck in. Run. See if I can soften up this unit of zombies, pull it off to the flank. Zombies have a lot of health, they have very low armor, so units like Rangers are pretty good at chopping them up from a distance.
For the ancestors.
As you can see, this unit of Rangers is already, of zombies is already down by quite a lot of health. Thin it out a bit because I'm pretty because those are two of my stronger units.
It is a reckoning. Kill the old splitters.
Fine, get into melee, slam.
We demand blood. Kill the old splitters.
All right, shoot up that. Actually, no. Shoot Kemmler! If he's going to stand in the back and get shot to hell, I'll let him stand in the back and get shot to hell. Two men can play that game.
Grudge thrower. We demand blood. God. Go.
You actually have a pretty decent charge bonus, so charge. Wham!
Dwarf warriors!
Now for a little bit of a sandwich.
Will do. Vengeance.
Where's the grave guard? I need to find the grave guard and... Grave guard, fuck him up!
Obey me!
Get in there!
Let's settle some clutches! I suppose. Vengeance! Dwarf warriors! It is a reckoning. Down! Yes! Move! Yes!
You two cards! Advance!
There's nothing I can't fix. I'll do it!
You guys get those guys. You can see that we've already killed a fair-sized number of their units. They're not going to really be able to push too much harder. My own archers are coming in, ready to just shoot them up the butt. Let's free up my hammerers. Shoot him right in the eyes. Look at that morale drop like a rock.
They have wronged us.
Twang, 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 twang. Nowhere are any of my units losing except for the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, actually. What are they fighting? They're fighting... Ah, they spawned Krell. Yes, that would explain the issue. Krell is indeed a badass. Rune of Wrath and ruin the Grave Guard again, though. You can see why I set the artillery on these undead. Otherwise, I'd probably be running into some serious issues right now.
Reloading! Yes! Crunch thrower!
Okay. Run.
Come on!
Shoot.
Pass in!
Retarget. Kemmler, Heinrich.
Yes!
Pull this card of Dwarf Warriors off. Pull this Thane and slam him over here. You know what? No. You two drop your equipment and charge the Skeleton Warriors.
For Grimnir!
Whoa, why are you still in melee mode? No, stop being in melee mode. Shoot! Twang twangs! Twang twangs, I say! Twang twangs! Oh god, that is a nasty knot. Okay, get on that knot, actually.
Let the vengeance begin! Kill us! Vengeance!
The more of their troops I'm compressing, the better this result is going to turn out to be. Look at that! These Skeleton Warriors are so screwed up, my artillery crews are actually winning against them in melee. Get that, you know, zombies, I guess.
Ready to strike!
Push! just see the places where I've had my rangers open fire. You can see them. Why aren't you shooting? Master Engineer's code needs a touch-up, it seems. They're starting to have mass crumbles everywhere. I'm getting some pushback over here, but overall they're running into the issue that they just don't have enough troops to tie me down anymore.
Split them in two! Slay the Oathbreakers! Ready to serve! Dodge! Move! Back out!
Pause so I can get this. Do what I. No. No. Much better. Thank you. Thank you. Hammers. Warriors, you should be able to tie that up. Lun, get over here. Actually, no. Lun, get on that unit of skeleton warriors so you can actually do something useful for once in your damnable life. Hulkenholf, get over here. You, get over here. And pop the Helm of Discord and pop Rally and I guess pop Mighty Oath Stone too. The AI is definitely having crumblings all over the place. They just could not win this, I think. Shoot the skeleton warriors, that might help. Oh, whoa! That was not just a crumble, that was they're disintegrating! Look at that, they are literally falling apart in front of me, and Krell is still here, because that's frackin' Krell. Look at this badass Chaos Lord. Once Chaos Lord, I guess. Look at him, he's just taking my entire army, and he is not losing. Control Group 3, toggle fire at will. Halt. Don't get me wrong, he's going to wear down because he has unbinding. He can only be temporarily raised right now. You can't get him as a permanent raise, which is actually really good. Krell with Wrath and Ruin, just to wound him even more.
Where is Queen Helga? This isn't the god you've drawn.
And here we see me crushing Kemmler like a bug. Granted, I got one of my units of Rangers caught, and that wasn't one of my better moments, and I probably shouldn't have let them behind my line quite so much, but overall, that was a very successful fight indeed. Complete extermination of 3,500 undead for the losses of 180 Dawi. And, of course, I get a town back. I think I see why Kemmler was avoiding me on the campaign map when he just had his army. He didn't stand much of a chance with a garrison backing him up, after all. The Longbeards actually killed more than my hammers, though, and I'm kind of impressed by that. The Longbeards got the most kills of all of my units, like, period. Look at that, 241 dead kills. Good job, the Grumbling Guard. Good job. You got stuck right in there, you did your job, and you killed absolutely everything in your path. 241 dead Uzkalar to you. Occupy, Karag Jomar. What trait do I get for this? Lice Killer. Ooh. 10% magic resist Lord's Army for an already very high magic resist force. That's going to be very good if I want to fight Lords with the Dawi, because a lot of Lords have magical attacks, so now there's... Ooh, and now my whole army has +5 leadership against the undead. That is tasty. And Belegar gets the Talisman of Preservation, one of the and I get an archive. I am just drowning. 2 archivists. I am just drowning in amazing loot and traits from that battle, aren't I? I'm just drowning in the damn stuff. Tactical equipment for even better rangers. You already have Deadly Onslaught, and you maxed out your Deadly Blades. Let's get you Scarred Veteran, because you don't really honestly, you really don't have that much health. It's a compensation for their ethereal ability. Let's get you the Rune of Negation, so you can make people even more tanky. You have Requisition and Triangulation. Let's get you increased mobility in the final spring, just so I can get my army around better. It is pretty good. Scarred Veteran. Let's get a little money, I guess. Now let's do science! Vanguard proficiency goes through Gather the Throngs, cheaper warriors for buying, not for upkeep, mind. Militia training is also one of the things you should probably get later on, because it will buff all of your garrison troops, because your garrison troops are going to have a lot of miners and warriors in them early on. I might just go straight for militia training, actually, because I still have a lot of... No. But before even that, Masterwork crossbows. Better shoots is amazing. This isn't even a question, it's an objective statement.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this fine day?
You really like me now.
No.
Is you're kind of a jackass.
Yes. Come, kin. Let us feast and drink.
If I give you money, will you join me?
No way.
Aye. Welcome, friends of the
My strength went from 8 to 15 because of that fight.
Lord of
Why?
England.
I kicked ass that fight. I'd like to at least think I kicked ass. We're going to replace a unit of warriors, the Peak Gate Guard, on the grounds that, well, not only do they have magical attacks, they have armor sundering, which is like the Death Runners, and that reduces 50% of enemy armor. It's really good. They're probably going to replace another unit of warriors with Nor Grimling's Iron Breakers, even if they'll be expensive as hell. Once I get there. That's going to take a while, obviously. Buffdar, you can't really do anything huge. You can do something nice, though. You can get me a toolmaker's workshop, and I'll have exactly 100 spare gold pieces.
Revenge
How many turns do I need to spend here to fully replenish? 3 turns. Uck. 4 turns. Uck. I kind of want to spend the money next turn on globaling in more Longbeards for my main line, because Longbeards are just flat out better than normal warriors, as you can see. Like, there isn't even a question. Longbeards are just better. Look at that. The only thing warriors have over Longbeards is 2 points of speed. And the dwarves are not a fast army. They're never going to be a fast army. Still, good fight. Let's end the turn. Once again, Empire and Ziflin are getting in a shit fight again, as they have been doing for the last several turns. Thorgrim seems to be having fun, though. Full stack. Oh, the Greenskins have Azhag the Slaughterer running around in the area of the Everpeak itself. I'm so happy about this. To be honest, part of me wants to just go sod it, go down south, and start crushing orc heads. Just leave Karadromar, eventually confederate it after a while. Let the AI try and keep the undead suppressed. And get the greenskin legendary lords before they die and lose me whatever kind of bonuses I can get from them. Man, the vampire accounts are just getting shit on by everyone. That's pretty good, because I did just break their main army. They're not going to be very happy with me at all. Like, Kemmler just got shit on. I took 10% casualties, and he took 100% casualties. Really hard to argue that's any sort of victory. My forces killed 10% of theirs. Oh, how many did you lose? My entire army and myself.
Before the heir of Lund?
What do you want? Oh! Praise the sun! Ha ha ha! It's so nice! I have trade with the border princes! They are going to make me money! I will have more income! I can get more troops! Thank you, border princes. I'm probably going to wipe out Talea for my port now, even if they do manage to suppress Skaven Blight, just because this is going to be so helpful for getting my income up. I desperately needed that income. And the fact that I now have it is amazing. The like better thing would be if the Empire managed to confederate Weissenland and get me another major faction to trade with. Well, a major faction to trade with. The border princes are a minor faction, and then in the fluff they'd probably be killing each other most of the time, honestly. Maybe that's why they don't get captains in their settlements? I know. Could miss me, Creative Assembly forgot to give the border princes captains. That'd be amusing. Yep, Gerard's errantry army. Dirk von Falkenstein. A rebellion at Schwarzhafen. Now that my troops are replenished, what strength ring am I? 9.
Ready.
I think they'll be more willing to listen to a confederation offer now.
On this fine day.
Karakern?
What?
Not even considering it.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say.
Zufbar.
We'll hear it before Oathgold. Nope.
Not even considering it.
Yes?
Talea. Actually, what made the border princes like me so much they're willing to trade?
The Empire.
It seems to be because I shat on the vampire counts. That seems to be why they like me.
Greetings, stranger.
I smack the vampire counts' faces in so hard they like me.
One
The
rag.
border princes do.
Dowie from another hold arrive. 'Tis a great day.
Why is it Fergal Redmane?
Onward.
It should be Ungrim Ironfist.
Greetings, kin of another. What?
Hey,
Honor to your
you're
ancestors.
being a doof.
It is tough. Welcome, Ken.
Oh, they're considering military access, please?
So,
Weissenland really likes me. They haven't been doing anything forever, but they really like me.
Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worth.
Alright then. You know what? Let's end the episode off here. We had a great big fun fight. I won, and we learned a new trait, and we got tons of loot. Next time, I think I'm just going to go down south and start killing orcs for the Shield of Defiance. Plus, I'll be able to see what the frack was going on at the Karak 8 Peaks. If Karak 8 Peaks actually expanded into a faction, that would be horrifying. So, If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, or in the threads on space battles and sufficient velocity that will be linked in the description. And for now, goodbye!